know, I loved you from the start, honey. Bless your beautiful little heart, my honey. You know, every day would be so sunny. Yes, honey, just you and me.
Yo! Maceo!
What up? What up? Man, that's why it's so aggressive, man. It's the morning time, dog. Also a jam, but a different kind of jam. Uh-huh. Yeah.
That's such a raw photo too, like this dude's head, like the piano
I didn't even
players.
see that. That's
so cool. Like there's actually a dude at the piano. So they weren't just gospel?
They weren't gospel at all.
At all. It was just what like everybody's like set.
Like that's what they wanted. That's what he wanted to sing.
It's like the same sort of vocal or like, I mean it's a vocal quartet, so, and it's like that era. No, then you just come in like with the, just let it ring out. And then never had keyboard again. Like literally then was just you. But I'll play it now, but like that would be cool as hell.
What are the chords of this song?
I'm trying to figure that out.
We're mostly just working on things that have already been started. We've compiled about like 18, 20 song ideas. And so we're trying to now turn those into full songs. What you do to me? We're trying to sift out with each song what stories are to be told. Also tell stories in different ways that are not from my perspective. Some stories may be somebody else that I'm writing with and they have something else to gather from the music. Yeah, this is what we wrote to. Me and Malcolm wrote to this yesterday. Time can't replace the moment like we made. Back when forever our first day. We forgot to walk back and they ran away. Sifting through the bottles. Time can't take.
That's where the double time should be like dropping or something like that. It can be rearranged, like where you halfway through. Yeah, that's tight.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's also pretty tight too. What do you know what I mean?
No, but this is a verse. I feel like this should start with a verse.
I'm like a huge ambassador of Chicago personally, as far as just being a great city to grown up in and make music with all the amazing artists and be mentored by all the amazing older generations of musicians. Definitely, I'm not sure where my musical career for sure would be without Chicago. And I'm sure my musical sound would be different without Chicago. The scene of musicians and artists that are all supporting each other and collaborating and not putting themselves into boxes. We got rappers releasing songs where they're basically just singing the whole time. We have singers rapping. We have, rock and roll groups with collaborating with hip hop artists. Well, we would be trying to do either way, but there's a lane for us to really be who we want to be and not just only do one type of R&B or one type of soul.
Sunny,
Thank you for the love you brought my way. You're my spark of nature's fire. Rock was formed when we held hands. In my house, I grew up listening to a lot of soul, a lot of funk. It's all that was my dad bumped. And then a lot of Latin music, a lot of Cuban music, a lot of salsa and merengue and all of that stuff. There's a period of black folks coming from the South, and all of them migrated to cities, you know, looking for work. And they brought with them music and food and culture. Like anybody, or like everything in this country, our roots are definitely tied to that history. That is definitely, whether intentional or not, is gonna impact the music we're making.
Something in between 72 and 84.
Miles and miles away from home. Still, you know, my heart, it breaks when you cry, cry, baby. Still, you know, my heart, it breaks when you cry, cry, baby.
We've just started to get these songs formed enough to start thinking about where it might fit to have a rapper.
Always comes after dust. Masses always massacre. Hourglass feeling like it's always up. Time stand still, climb treadmills. Please keep your head up. Tupac, bring it back like.
Malcolm's an activist in the city, poet. He's working on his first rap project right now. There's a lot of amazing things I can say about him. He's dope.
Just to hear creatively what you can and do with your voice, right? So.
We've written songs with him before. You know, we collaborate with each other, written with each other. He is someone that I work with and trust. You know, like that has a halftime that comes at the end.
Yeah, you want to do some other?
Yeah. Hey, what do you feel about trying to do some like sort of halftime? Take my time, said I take my. Yeah, exactly. Please don't waste my time. Take my time, don't take my time.
See, I take my time, but I don't waste my time. Take time, it's right. You gotta feel it sometime. Even on my own, you won't waste my time. So
memory a slip, I need a slideshow. iPhones, after life you cross over like iPhone. Yeah, I'm tired, so many people pouring out the bottle. Another puddle on the ground. What making noise ain't a void if you don't accept it. Recollecting all about your essence. Bless.
Like it rained the day I was born. Till the day I'm gone. Lay me where I belong. Lake Michigan, up north in Rogers Park, where I grew up. Spent a lot of time in the summers when it wasn't cold, hanging out here. Like the rain the day I died. It's the most diverse neighborhood in the whole city, you know. Indian, Jamaican, white folks, Mexicans, Salvadorians, Africans, people from everywhere. Definitely growing up, it had a big impact because I was just exposed to a lot. Chicago's a really segregated city, so I was very fortunate to grow up in this neighborhood.
You down, teardrops line streets that have made my home. That's crime, but blood stains I once was.
It's a beautiful, warm, vibrant place, and it's a really cold, hard place. You have extremes here. Anyone that grew up or grows up in the city of Chicago lives through that, witnesses that.
Also, you know, just as much as there's a lot of great things about Chicago, there's a lot of fucked up parts of Chicago that influence us too, our government, our corrupt cops. There's a lot of love and there's a lot of hate in Chicago. There's a lot of people choosing to like love each other and support each other to get through that. All the systematic violence that we see and that we deal with or experience comes out through music, but sometimes it even just comes out through needing to make a song about love.
In the sweat, there's something healing, pouring portals in upon her. Thunder, I can feel it in your love. Picked up your pieces when you laid it down. In the dark. Showed me things I never knew. Lay my heart down, you picked it up. Lay down pieces of me. When I was drowning in this world, waiting water, trying to keep my head up. Let the world not, I can't carry on, can't stop that sacred rhythm. In the darkness, I see freedom. Can you hear me? Can you see me, baby? In the dark, show me things I never knew. Laid my heart down and you picked it up. Lay down pieces of me. Showed me things I never knew. You showed me love. You gave me something.
The map was useless. The captain clueless. The crew was hopeless. The code was Rubik's. The code was ruthless. The wind was music. Fantasizing about diamonds shining like Stanley Kubrick. Mud slosh and swashbuckling mop bucket. Clean enough to see your reflection and not touch it. Clear enough to hear your own mind and not trust it.